It's been so long.
Hi there, I'm Christine, the Gemini Stitcher, and welcome to my sewing shack again. It's Monday, and today is a really exciting Monday for me. If you don't know, I've been struggling to hit that 1,000 subscribers for a few weeks now, but yes, we've got there. Thank you so much for all your support. If you've subscribed recently, you don't know what it means for me to get to that 1,000. So thank you, thank you, thank you. As is tradition with YouTubers, to celebrate reaching the 1,000 milestone, I'm going to do a little giveaway. Now, I know that everybody's been doing the same recently, but it's the easiest way for everybody worldwide to join in my little giveaway. So I'm going to give a £20 fold line e-voucher to one of my lovely subscribers to say a huge thank you. So to be in the draw, which I will draw next Monday live on my vlog, all you need to do is comment, and I know you all love commenting, and let me know what's on your sewing table at the moment so we can see what everybody's sewing and getting the chance to win the £20 e-voucher. If you don't know what the Fold Line is, it's an online pattern store. They sell paper patterns and they sell PDF patterns. So the voucher can be used for either, but would be easier if you're in another country to use it for a PDF pattern. That way you will get it instantaneously and you won't be wasting the voucher money on postage, but it's entirely up to you. So get commenting, guys. Thank you again, and let's get on with the Monday makes and plans. Last week I set you all a question and asked you which one of the three types of pattern people are you? Are you a pattern tracer, a pattern piecer, or a pattern cutter? So what do we think the results are? Lots of you replied in the comments, which was great, and it was really interesting to read some of the ways that people deal with patterns. So who do we think won? Well, it was a joint first place between the pattern tracers and the pattern cutters. So they both got 13 votes each. So the tracers and the cutters are at opposite ends of the scale, and there's equal amounts of people doing both. The pattern piecers, which is me, got 9 votes. So not as many of you like pattern piecing, and obviously because it's what I do, I find it difficult to understand. I love having the PDF patterns all on my laptop, all saved in a patterns folder so that I can never lose them. So it doesn't matter if I mess my pattern up, I can just print it off again. That's my logic to being a pattern piecer. But we lost. Never mind. And this week's question is the prize winning question of what is on your sewing table at the moment. And I'll announce the winner next week, and also which are the most popular garments that people are actually making right now. So stay tuned for next week's answers. So before I start, I'll just let you know what I'm wearing. I'm in my loungewear scruffs today because once I finish this video, I've got the cleaning to do. I know, but it's got to be done. If I don't do the cleaning on a Monday, it doesn't get done, and it builds up and builds up. You know what I mean? Because I hide away in my sewing shack and ignore the house and only realise when I go back in at night time that it's a mess. So that's getting done today. So it's still me made. I've got my plateau joggers on, and I'll pop an image up of what they look like. They're from Closet Core and I love them. They have an elasticated waist, but you can put a drawstring in if you want and have unusual wraparound pockets. And then the top I've made out of sweatshirt fabric scraps, and I've used the cashmerette hoodie pattern. Can't remember what it's called. I'll put it down below when I find out. And there's an image of stock image of what to look for if you want to make this top. So what did I make last week? I did say I was having a bit of a slow sewing week last week and doing a lot of prep for August because I'd nearly finished all the items that were on my July sewing list, which was great. So the last thing on my list was 2 dog beds. I've grabbed one of them so you can see. It's been made out of a lovely fleece velour rose pink fabric that I picked up, I think, from Ammo Threads a long time ago. I've used some cord from my stash to ruche it up into a donut shape, and it's a really simple make. So if your dog needs a new bed and you've got some fleece lying around, give it a go. So basically, I'll put the dimensions in the description because I'm not 100% and I'll have to check what they are. But all you do is you cut 2 large circles out in your fabric, and then you sew them together, right sides together, leave a turning gap, turn it the right side out, then give it a quick press, and then you sew an edge 3 centimetres in all the way round and leave a gap where your turning gap is. Then you do the same for the inner circle, leaving the gap again, and that's 23 centimetres in. Then you stuff the inner circle for your cushion, sew the gap up. Then you stuff all round the edge for your outer bit and sew that gap up. Then you've got a channel and thread cord all the way round, because the idea of this bed is I can undo that and open it out and have it flat. My dogs prefer an edge to their bed, so the donut shape's great. Then you use the cord to ruche it up and you've got a donut bed. Now I filled this with memory foam scraps, and my goodness, they are seriously comfortable. The dogs love them. And I got a big bag and obviously got more than I needed. Looking at it, it's down here getting in my way. So I'm going to make some cushion pads with the rest of it because, oh my God, that is much more comfortable than the ordinary cushion pads that you can pay £7-8 a cushion pad for if you want a decent one, but they're nowhere near as good as this. So I am going to make, I've got some plain fabrics. I'm going to make some cushion pads because I have got some cushion covers in my box of doom that need doing, so I'm going to pull them out for August as part of my makes. Make the cushion pads and the cushion covers. Brilliant. The next thing that I made, this I'm doing well because I'm not making clothes, is this cute tote bag. How cute is that? I can't show you what's inside it because it is the prize for our Sewcial Sewing Event on Wednesday. If you come in, I hope you're as excited as I am. It is my first one I've ever been to and I cannot wait. Anyway, getting back to the bag. This is, obviously you can tell it's a sewing machine, but bright colours. I bought this as a panel from Flamingo Fabrics. I will pop the link to this exact panel below. They've got lots of them. I think, trying to remember, £3.99. You only get the panel How gorgeous is that? And then I've used some canvas fabric from my stash for the back and the straps, and created a cute tote bag for somebody to win. So that's part of the raffle prize on Wednesday. I hope I win it because I love it. So then I caved and started sewing clothes again, but I haven't finished it. I've made a start on the Style Art Roxy Shirt. I'll try and get it the right way around. How gorgeous is that fabric? It's the Pause Play fabric from Minerva, and it's a viscose linen. Gorgeous. Now, I've obviously done the front and the back, and you can see it has, I don't think you can see, hang on, a cute split in the back at the bottom. It's a bit of a high-low affair. Now, let's just put it on. Obviously, the sides haven't even been sewn up yet, so bear with me. Here I am, getting all tangled up. Should have put this on before I started recording, shouldn't I? So that's what it looks like so far. Obviously, nothing like it's going to be. But it's got 2 pockets on, and I've put a cute little lemon label tabbed on top of one of the pockets just for something a little bit different that says "You're the Zest." And I am. So that's where I'm up to with it. Obviously, it's a work in progress, and that's going to get finished this week. I'll pop you some images of the Style Art Roxy, so it will help you find it, and I will pop the link in the description below if you want to give the Roxy shirt a try. Style Art aren't the easiest pattern instructions to follow, to be honest, so if you're a beginner sewer, I will probably steer you away from them, but they are very good value. I always buy them as PDFs, and I think they work out about £8-9 for a PDF. So, you know, compared to some of the others, they are good, really good value, but I think you have got to have a little bit of sewing knowledge to get through the instructions. So what am I planning on sewing this week? Well, I've got the Sewcial Sewing on Wednesday, so I had to think of something to sew for that, and I thought I need to take something with me that's relatively easy, because being one of the organisers, I may not get a lot of time to sew. I might do. We will see. So what I thought I would take with me is something that I was meant to be making to wear on the day, but I've changed my mind. And it is the Newlook dress in this, wow, jersey. And I'm going to take this because I can then do it on my overlocker. And if people haven't worked with jersey before, they can have a watch and see how easy it is to do. So I'm going to, I think it's 6650 is the Newlook number, but I will check and pop it below. And there's a stock image there of it so that you can see what you're looking for. It is a great easy jersey dress pattern. I size up, I measured a size 10 on their measurement chart, but I always size up to a size 12 on it. Saying always, I've made it once, but it came out so well, I'm going to make another one. So I think I will take that with me as my easy sew to the Sewcial Sewing. So that's one thing that's getting made next week. Obviously, I've got the Roxy to finish, so that's going to get finished next week. And then the last thing that I'm going to do is make something up in this beautiful Palms viscose that I got from Joe Rowe Rags. And I want to make the Avenir Jumpsuit. There's the image. Now, if I can get it made by Wednesday, I might swish around in this. because it's elasticated waist, and it will be really comfortable. Depends what the weather's like. If it's too cold, I'll have to think of something else. But I'm thinking Avenir jumpsuit. Get cracking on that tomorrow. And I've got to finish it in a day because I want to wear it on Wednesday. But it's a fairly easy sew. I'm saying that. I've never made it before and it looks fairly easy. So fingers crossed that will get done for Wednesday. And if not, then I've got loads of other clothes. I don't know why I'm mithering about something new, but it's special. It's my first Sewcial Sewing event and I want to look nice. Now, we're all going to be at a loose end, aren't we, on Wednesday evening this week because there's no more sewing bee. We've had it. We had the final last Wednesday. Esme won, and to be honest, I had the feeling that she was going to be definitely in the final because she was or is an amazingly precise sewer. Fairly unflappable and hardly ever made any mistakes. So, well done, Esme. You deserved it. Now, talking of the sewing bee, did we all see the flipping gorgeous fabric that Mia made her pattern challenge dress in? I absolutely loved it. And guess what? I've got some. Here it is. Let's pull it out to do it justice. And it's nicer in the flesh. How fantastic is that? It's purple with copper, I'm calling it. They say gold on the website. I'm calling it copper cheetah print on it. And what I found is it's reversible. So you can have it that way around as well if you want. Not sure which way I prefer. Love it. This is going to be, it's not going to get made up for a while. This is what I had to get the fabric because I know once everybody susses out where to get it from, it'll be gone. Might be gone already, to be honest, but we'll see. I got this from a shop called Fabworks. I'll put the link below. In fact, I'll put, if it's still available, I will put the direct link to the fabric because it took me a few minutes of searching to find it. I think it's called Pussycat Print or something like that. Anyway, I will definitely put you the true link below. And it's only £8 a metre. So I thought, I love that fabric. I'm going to find it. And if it's under £12 a metre, I'm going to buy some. Thinking it was going to be about £18 a metre because it looks so luxurious. But £8 a metre. So what am I going to make in this gorgeous fabric? Well, I need your help because I'm going to make my Christmas dress. I always make a new dress every Christmas. And the dress, I've got 3 choices. The first one is the Joe dress from Closet Core that I made in the navy. There's me in my navy one. And there's the Closet Core stock photo. And I was thinking of doing it that way round. Either that way round. Oh, yeah, that way round. I was thinking of doing it this way round. And where all the binding is over the sleeves and down the front, I was going to find some copper coloured fabric, plain copper, to do all the binding in and do the Joe dress. So that's option number 1, which I've got to say is quite high up there with me because I really enjoyed making the Joe. It is such a detailed sew and so satisfying. But anyway, so that's option number 1. plus I've already got the pattern. Option 2 is the Seasons of East New York dress. There's the image. I've been lusting after this dress since the first time I saw it. It was Sofa Serenity who made it up. And I'll pop the link to the video, her video that it's in, because there's an image of her. How stunning does she look in that dress? So do you think that this fabric will work in that dress and will it suit me? The only thing with it is got quite a plungy neckline. And you know what I'm like about flashing the boobs. So that's the only issue. Other than that, I think it's absolutely beautiful. And then dress number 3 is another one that I've been lusting after, and it's the Peony Dress from Fabric Godmother. I'll pop a few different images of it up because it done different ways. It looks very different. But what I was going to do if I did the Peony Dress, I was going to do it 3/4 length. I don't want it anywhere near ankle length. That's too long for a short person. So I was going to do 3/4 length with the ruffles, and I was going to do the main body and the main part of the arms that way round. Come here. And then as a contrast, do the ruffles the other way around. I think they'll all look amazing. But obviously, I can only make one dress. I got 3 meters, so there should be enough to do all 3 of those. So let me know which one you think I should do. So I've just got one more little thing that I've bought this week. So I've not done bad, have I? Not for me, anyway. And it is a sewing project log. Now, I'm not claiming to be clever enough to have thought of this myself. Ruan, the Yorkshire Sew Girl, I'll pop a link. If I can find the actual video that she does talking about this, I'll pop the link for it below. And it is something that she uses, and I thought, that is going to help me, particularly with my vlogs, because I forget things. And I forget to tell you things, and then it's too late. So I've started to fill it in, and hopefully I will stick with it. So this is all the detail for my Roxy dress shirt. I've even stuck a little piece of the fabric in, and I've cut some of it. It says do a sketch. I don't do sketches. So what I'm going to do is cut an image out and stick it in. How cool is that? So you put your sewing project number, and then you've got an index page at the front. You put your measurements and what size you made, your machine settings. If you've got a machine where you have to keep changing the settings, then that's good. I very rarely change mine. Your list of your materials and notions that you needed. Your to-do list, so you can break it down into various stages instead of being overwhelmed sometimes with the whole pattern. You can say, right, I'm going to do that. So I've made a start on this. So I've now put to do add collar, fit sleeves, add cuffs, do buttonholes, sew on buttons. And I'm just going to work my way through those. I may get all that done in a day, but if I don't, I can tick off where I've got up to, and then when I come back to it, I know exactly what I'm doing. Loving the space for putting a little bit of the fabric. And then you have a whole page for ideas and notes. So the idea is that you put inspiration, construction notes, details, in progress notes, any alterations, and a cost breakdown. Oh yes, and then at the top here you have a final cost. That's going to be really interesting to me because I am going to start writing that down. So I am not including in mine, I've made a conscious decision not to include the cost of the patterns, for the simple reason I do generally use them more than once. So I'm not including them. Patterns are patterns. So for the the Roxy shirt, I got quite expensive fabric. This fabric from, oh, I've got it here, I don't need to grab it, do I? Minerva is their viscose linen pause play, and it's just short of £20 a metre. But I love it. So it's not a cheap make. So with the fabric and all the notions, it's going to cost me, including the buttons, it's going to cost me £33, which isn't particularly cheap. I'm sure you can get cheaper in the supermarket's own brands and the likes of Matalan in the UK, but they're not going to be the quality. So if I compare mine to a Marks and Spencer's linen shirt, it's going to come out about the same mark, I reckon. Maybe a little bit cheaper. Anyway, it's going to be interesting to see. So that's the book that I've got. I'll put the link below in case you want to purchase one. I think it was £6.99 from Amazon. And it's got loads of pages in. I think you've got enough there for about 30 odd projects, maybe more actually, I didn't count. But have a look. It might help you keep on track with your sewing projects. So that's it for this week. That's my makes and my plans all covered, and my purchases. I hope you all watched the Busy Bees Sewing Challenge reveal videos yesterday. There are 6 of us doing it, and I'll keep going on about it, but it's quite a big thing for me. It's my first collab. And we're doing 3 challenges. Just one. Oh no, I don't do things by halves. And me and Sam, Sequin Girly Creates, are coordinating it. So no pressure. Anyway, yesterday at 1 PM, we all released our reveals of our pattern challenge makes. So I haven't shown you that on here because it's been shown on there. So if you want to watch the pattern challenge reveals, I've got a playlist called Busy Bee Sewing Challenges. Click on there and you can watch everybody's videos. So go and give them a watch. I thought they were all brilliant. Well done, girls. And our next one is the transformation challenge. So I'm scratching my head and I will be back later this week with my ideas of what I'm potentially going to transform. So watch this space. Have a fantastic sewing week, everybody. Thank you for watching. If you've liked the video, like and subscribe. It helps my channel to grow. And I will see you all next time. Bye for now. Happy sewing.